Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Alrighty, good morning. Welcome into the sports section. We are live from Barnwired in big old Sigourney, Iowa on a Saturday morning. And yes, we've got Andy McGuire is back after his week away. I don't know, probably in the tropics somewhere on vacation last week. Or maybe he was just at like his kid's basketball game or something. I don't know. Andy, where were you last week? And we've got North Mahaska boys basketball with us to kick things off.
I was actually in Washington, D.C. I went to a transportation research board. All the professors, scientists, anybody involved in transportation gathers in D.C., and they've been doing so for 150 years, so I was out there trying to make roads better.
Well, good for you. Well, hopefully that works.
Well, it worked for me, but it didn't work for my wife because our barn actually caught on
I
fire.
saw that.
Yeah, on what night was that? Wednesday night, but luckily it just kind of smoldered in the bedding, and we got it put out. Shout out to Aiden, my son, that he actually ran in with a bucket of water. I don't condone running into a burning building, but, you know, his ego isn't suffering because he put the fire out. So, you know, he had fun with that.
The McGuire Fire Station.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, we've got North Mahaska boys basketball with us to start things off. We've got the number one girls team with EBF hanging in the wings here. We'll get to them here shortly. But, Andy, take it away with North Mahaska basketball.
All right. Thanks for being here, fellas. North Mahaska basketball off to a really hot start this year. Senior-laden group, or a veteran group, I should say. A lot of juniors on the team, too, Coach. Coach, would you like to introduce these players?
Yeah, with me, got Asher DeBoof, senior, and Gabe Hora, senior.
All right, excellent. Asher and Gabe, what's the record? I know you guys have lost one. How many wins do you have on the season?
We have 10.
10-1. All right, yeah. And I was looking back, and I saw that the one loss came to PCM, and it was only by 3 points. So a fantastic start to the season. We'll go to Asher. Asher, how have you guys been so successful this year?
Something about us that's really handy is not one specific person does a lot of work for us. We're all just, we all have a ton of talent, and together when we all are on, it's something different. You don't really see something like it, I guess.
Yeah, Gabe, and you guys are both guards for the team, right? And I was looking at Bound and just looking at stats over the last couple of days, and I've been watching you guys as you progress through the season. Can you describe the team for me? Are you guys guard-oriented first and then have a couple of bigs that you distribute to, or what kind of game do you guys like to play?
Well, obviously us two guards, and then we got a couple that come off the bench that are guards, but we like to shoot a lot of threes, which is nice because we tend to be good at them. But we have three bigger guys. One really big dude who's pretty hard to stop when he gets the ball. And then another one who plays like a guard, and he can do just about anything he wants to. So,
all right, Asher, talk to me about these guys specifically. We have a lot of parents that watch, and I can tell you this because I'm a parent. when I watch programs like this, I want to hear my kid's name called out. So why don't you talk to me about those bigs? Give me names and give me, kind of their style of play. And if you want to, tell me about their personalities.
All right, well, Trent DeBryan, we'll start with him. He's a big dude. I don't want to mess with him because of how big he is. He's a little scary. He is physical, and he likes to get the ball and pound his way in and get an easy layup. He's a funny kid at school, and he's cracks a lot of people up. And then Adrian Smith is the other one. He can do just about anything he wants to. He can shoot. He can, dunk if he really wants to. Loves dunking in practice, and he's just fun to be around too in school. And so
there's the two bigs, and why don't we go over to Gabe? Gabe, tell me about these guards. Tell me about the rest of the guys that Asher didn't cover.
There's Lucas Nunakoven. He's a really good three-point shooter. And Jack Kelderman, he's kind of between a big and a guard. He can do a little bit of everything. And then, there's Dane Van Mersbergen. He can come in and shoot the ball. Also Jackson Vanderveer as well. So, lots
of weapons out there. Coach, can you tell me about the team? These guys did a good job telling us about the players and maybe where they fit in, what their roles are. Can you talk to me about the culture of this team and how these guys get along?
It's a good bunch. I've been around them for a long time, obviously being a parent and a coach for these guys. Coached them when they were really, really young. Interesting to see how they grow and change over the years. It was kind of funny looking at some pictures recently and what they did look like when they were in third grade and how they mature. And no, they're just a fun bunch. We have a lot of fun together, but we've kind of talked about just the team orientation from day one. On any given night, you don't know who's going to be, hitting from the three. Last night we had Jackson Vanderveer and Trenton DeBryan coming off the bench, and combined they had 20. Obviously, these guys have different roles. Gabe's shooter and can do quite a bit of things. Asher's kind of a playmaker for us. Lucas Nunakoven, kind of our defender and can shoot the three. And Jack kind of just screen, rebound, assist, kind of a little bit of a glue, you might say. And Adrian has just got a motor that goes. The way to describe him is sometimes you got to reel him in a little bit, but he's got a motor that's going to be going all the time. So, and Dane comes in off the bench too with Jackson and Trenton, and just kind of gives us some good minutes defensively. And he's a hustler. He's a go-getter. So we've kind of all got our roles, and it's kind of fun when it all matches and mixes together.
It seems like year in and year out, Coach, North Mahaska is at the top of the Sickle Conference. And what can you attribute to that success continued through the years? I know in years past you've had some bigs, Braden Steele, Nash Smith, some of those guys. I've watched this team go through the years, and I think this version's a little bit different, but it's consistent. And every year that you guys are competitive, how do you get the most out of your kids?
Literally, just the mentality of playing hard. That's the one thing attribute that I definitely would say. A lot of fans go away from watching our games that they'll just say, man, holy cow, your kids play hard. No matter what, it's like 100% we're going full bore. Every so often, when we shoot that many threes and they're not always falling, coach's patience gets a little thinner than normal. No, and when they go, they go. And so just playing hard, and we're a go, get the ball up the floor. And I really think the kids, they've bought into it just because it's fun to play, and so we get it after it defensively. They might hear me barking at them a little bit on the sideline every so often, but no, they get after it. They play hard.
So, Asher, is that a fair statement? Does Coach get after you guys just a little bit?
Yeah, but in a good way, just to make us better. Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
You got some more minutes there. Good answer, yeah. I don't know that you need any more minutes, do you, Asher? Gabe, tell me about practice. Do you guys get up and down the court quite a bit? Is it drill-oriented? What are you guys doing to get better out there on the court?
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of drills in which there's a lot of movement. We do a lot of 3-on-2, 2-on-1, 3-man weave with shots at the end. We do a jump stop dribble drill at the beginning of basically every practice that's going to just going side to side with different like crossover and between the legs and stuff. A lot of up and down stuff. So yeah,
Right. Lots
we
of
do
movement.
quite a bit of 5-on-5 as well, half court. So
Yeah, with that much movement,
Yeah.
you probably don't just run for the sake of running, do you? It's just
Yeah. Yep.
basketball, run,
Yep.
and keep
Yeah.
moving.
Yep.
That's great. 10-1, Asher. What are the goals for this season? You got on the backside of this thing. You've got some competition coming up. What games do you guys have circled on your calendar? They're going to be the tough ones.
We got a long stretch here, obviously. Kyoto's a really big one for us. And then we got Baxter Monday, English Valley's on Friday, I think. And then week after that should be a few more difficult ones. But like to see, something good from us. Keep winning and put a statement on the school's name, I guess.
Right. Yeah. You mentioned that Kyoto game. I've been to a few of those, and that Kyoto North Mahaska thing, that can get intense. If you guys would name just a rival in the conference, is there one team that you guys go after that like to get the win on, or are there multiple? I'm guessing you guys probably like to get wins on Linville, Sully, maybe Montezuma. Kyoto's probably one that you'd like to take a win on. Are there any of those that you'd want to get more than the other?
Monty.
Somehow I knew that was going to come out. I love it. I like creating poster board material, or what do we call that? The clipboard. Or not clipboard. Gosh, help me out here. One of you guys help me. Bulletin board. Thanks, Coach. Thanks. I'm struggling a little bit. But yeah, bulletin board material. I like throwing that out there to get these rivals going just a little bit more. But I did see at the end of the year you guys are going to play Oski. Mm-hmm. Do you guys normally play Oski, or is that one that you're just close and go at?
Last year we played at their place and came out with a narrow victory. I think we won by 3. But yeah, last year was our first year playing them. So, yep.
I would assume that that's not necessarily a rivalry, but just a fun game because you guys are just that close.
I think it should be a rivalry, but
Yeah. No, I know that New Sharon, right between Oski and Montezuma, that's a good place to be to play basketball. Winding this thing down, fellas, one of the things I always like to ask is, what do you guys do to get up for the games? Do you guys have a routine, superstition, anything like that?
probably just go to the locker room and hang out. That's about it.
All right, Asher, what's that look like? You guys got music going?
Nope.
Food?
Nope.
Jokes?
No, yeah, I guess. We joke around a little bit, but
Who's the funniest guy on the team?
Trent DeBryan.
Yeah? What makes Trent so funny? Does he have a specific joke? Does he have a little dance? Does he do something funny?
No, he's just a goofy. He's just Trent DeBryan.
Just Trent DeBryan. All right. I'm going to have to meet Trent sometime and see what this is about. But we were talking before we got on camera here, and the North Mahaska girls have a level that they've set in my mind in terms of product on this show. And Brecken Schilling specifically, I think she was going to do the dance to Cotton Eye Joe. She was on with the dance team, and she actually danced a little bit. Do you guys have talents like that you can share with Steve Shetler media audience?
No, not really.
Nothing at all, Gabe?
No.
I bet your parents would say otherwise. I'm sure that they would know. Coach, do these guys have something that they could share with us?
I'm telling you, I come in, I talk before pregame. They're pretty focused. They're ready. We're just kind of like, we have fun together. We don't really necessarily have routines or any kind of things that we just have fun or dancing or whatever. We do mess around and joke around together, but we don't necessarily have a pregame ritual routine or anything like that. Just go out there, get after it, and have a little fun on the court.
How about a post-game celebration? You guys go out to eat after a game or do anything fun like that?
Go to the locker room, get undressed, and go talk to your parents for a little bit and leave with them on the bus or something.
You guys are all business.
Yeah.
All you do is win and do it again.
Yeah.
Now,
Congrats.
Andy, we do have to bring up, we were talking before we went on, that now Asher, for the team pictures, he rumor has it, and you can see it occasionally on Steve Shetler Media with occasional pictures that I put up for stuff, is that you drew a mustache on yourself during team pictures. Tell us about that.
Mascara.
I should have requested that for this morning.
Yeah.
Draw the mustache on. What made you do that?
Wanted to look like a man for pictures.
He penciled in
Yeah.
mustache.
He's doing the Miles Teller impression. I hear that the girls these days like the Miles Teller. I don't know if it's that remake of Top Gun. So Asher wants to look like a man.
Now, guys, maybe Coach, you can take these. This past week, at least here on Steve Shuttler Media, we covered two of your games. We had North Mahaska versus EBF, and then North Mahaska versus Sigourney. You came out on top in both of those games. And then coming up on Monday, we'll have the Baxter game. Your thoughts on those recent opponents? I know Sigourney was a heck of a game. Any thoughts, since we cover Sigourney regularly, any thoughts on the Sigourney boys team?
Yeah, we knew going in they were a very good, well-balanced team. Their lineup, starting five, any of them, again, they kind of have their own role, but they bring a lot to the floor. And we knew we were going to be in for a battle. We're kind of a team of runs. We sometimes we'll get up and shots all of a sudden then don't fall or whatever. So it's a lot of roller coasters in some of our games. But Sigourney was a battle till the end. Well-coached team. We knew, as I said, going into that ball game, that was kind of like the start of our stretch here, where we're playing some really high-quality basketball teams. We played Iowa Valley last night. Anytime they put a 6'9" kid on the floor, that's a little imposing, and it was a good game. Baxter's got a good record coming into Monday, and then Tuesday's Keota. So we've got this stretch where we know we have to play good basketball to be competitive and hopefully come out on top.
Okay. Yeah, coming up yet this year, as far as Steve Shuttler media coverage, we've got the Baxter game on Monday. We've got North Mahaska BGM on the 21st, North Mahaska at Montezuma. That will be a nice atmosphere for a game. That'll be an audio-only broadcast, and then we wait until that North Mahaska Oskaloosa game to end things. So, we still got plenty of basketball to go with you guys here, at least on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube. But appreciate you guys coming down from New Sharon today, getting up early on a Saturday, and joining us this morning on the Sports Section show.
Very appreciated. Thank you for your coverage, and anytime you can come up or anything we can do to help you out, don't be afraid to ask.
All right, appreciate it. Yeah, North Mahaska has treated us well this year, so appreciate you guys, and we'll have to do this again here in the future. Let's transition here from North Mahaska boys to the EBF girls. Girls, you can come on up. We'll hear from some of our sponsors and be back with more right after this. Find your Iowa dream home with AE Realty in Montezuma. With unparalleled industry knowledge, experience, and local expertise, AE Realty is the Montezuma real estate expert you've been looking for. Whether you're buying or selling, AE Realty can help you get the best deal. You can find AE Realty at 321 East Main Street in Montezuma. Call 641-623-2639 or online at www.aerealtyinc.com.
Iowa Petite Pearl from Tassel Ridge Winery is a complex dry red wine. The first impression is a lightly acidic entry, transitioning to dark fruit and a long, pleasing finish. It was made from Petite Pearl grapes, which were grown in our Mahaska County vineyards. It's a versatile wine that will pair with grilled meat or pasta with a tomato-based sauce. Iowa Petite Pearl is currently available at Tassel Ridge Winery and a few of our retailers in Iowa.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Hey, we thank Oski Dental, we thank AE Realty, we thank Tassel Ridge Winery, and all of our sponsors that you see rotating in the bottom corner there here on the sports section on Steve Shuttler Media. We are spending our Saturday morning at Barnwired in Sigourney. It's a great place to come in and get some coffee, get some breakfast to get going on a Saturday morning. Girls, I think some of you had some coffee a little bit earlier. Andy, you didn't get your coffee yet this morning.
I did not. I was running a little bit behind this morning, so I didn't have a chance to stop, but I'll get it on on the way out, and I'll make sure to get that iced turtle latte for Aaron.
Oh, yeah, you got to get one to go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so we've got the number one team, the girls team from Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. Andy, take it away.
Well, I'm feeling right at home with all this black and gold.
Yeah.
So, go Hawks. First and foremost, hi, Sherry. I know that you root that way, too. And you're all adorned in the Hawkeye garb as usual. So, anyway, sorry, sidetrack there. But we do have the top-ranked EBF girls basketball team here with us, and had a heck of a quality year last year with a run to Wells Fargo. Coach, can you tell me how the year is going so far?
Well, so far so good. We're 12-0. We've 6-0 in conference. We played a pretty tough non-conference schedule so far. We beat North Mahaska, which on their court they're the number 2 ranked team. Played number 3 ranked Cascade up in Cedar Rapids, and Linville Sully, beat Pella Christian. So it's early, but we're right where we want to be right now this time of year.
Well, I hope that the camera's actually picking this up, because behind me there's a couple of girls that are towering. There's at least a few more. So who did you bring with us with you this morning, Coach?
Well, we got Ava Eastlick here. We got Molly and Kate Schaefer, Chloe Lyon, and Kaylee Helm, our 5 seniors.
All right, 5 seniors. And I was looking at the roster, too, and it looks like you have a handful of juniors as well. So you have a veteran group with a lot of experience. Like I say, a run to the well last year and likely another run this year. Tell me about what it's going to take for this group to eclipse what they did last year.
Well, we really don't talk about goals and what we want to do. I mean, everybody knows. They know. Everybody knows what's out there for us, what's possible. We've been to state the last 2 years. Hopefully we do go this year. A lot of things have to work out. We have to stay healthy. We don't take anything for granted. We just talk about managing expectations and being the best we can be. These kids are really, really good at approaching every game the same. So we just truly, it sounds like a cliche, we just want to get better every day. And if that leads us to Wells Fargo, then so be it. But we hope it will, but we know it's not guaranteed. Certainly not given to us. We have to work for it.
So, Coach, tell me about the style of basketball that these ladies play. You mentioned some high-ranking teams that you've already taken down. What is it about this team that they can do to have success against the top-level competition?
Well, first and foremost, they're unselfish. That's the number one trait. We try to get out and run. We want to run. We want to run teams up and down the court. We try to spread the floor. We're not afraid to shoot threes. We just try to take advantage of what the opponent gives us. We're not really locked into any one style. We don't want to slow down very often, but we'll defend. We get out and defend and try to get up and down the court.
All right, so let's move on to the team. And if you wouldn't mind handing your mic over, why don't we slow this down just a minute? You rattled off the names. I didn't catch a single one of them, so I apologize for that. So, ladies, why don't you introduce yourself, your name, what year you are in school, and what it is that you like about EBF basketball.
I'm Ava Isak. I'm a senior, and I like the teamwork we have with each other and the chemistry we all have together.
I'm Molly Schaefer. I'm a senior, and I really enjoy just playing with some of my best friends.
I'm Kaylee Helm. I'm a senior, and I just like how competitive it is and how fast the game is.
I'm Kate Schaefer. I'm a senior, and I just love spending time with all my favorite people, and I just love the competitiveness that everyone brings to practice and games every day.
My name's Chloe Lyon, also a senior, and I kind of just agree with them. I love being with the great group of girls we have here, and we never go easy on each other.
Okay, so if you guys have watched this program, I always ask the same question. What is it that you do to get up before a basketball game?
Like just before the game or like the whole day?
The whole day.
Get up.
Start at the beginning.
Get up, get around for school, go to school all day. I work and do MOC after school, so go do that. And then sometimes we go to Starbucks with everybody and then get ready for the game, get dressed in the locker room, and go play.
What's MOC?
It's like a work deal thing after school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you get at Starbucks?
K-pop.
K-pop?
Yep.
I have no idea what that is. Tell me what K-pop is. Do you know what K-pop is, Coach?
No, I've never even been to Starbucks.
But you've been to Barn Wired. They have better coffee.
to make it.
K-pop? Yeah, what's K-pop?
It's like, what even is it?
I don't know. It's like
Cake mix and
cake and
yeah.
like dipped in chocolate.
K-pop. Come on.
I don't feel bad. She didn't know either. She admitted it. She goes, I don't know.
I have
So
no
I'm not the
idea
only
either.
one. In my mind, I'm cool. All right.
Oh, okay. So normally I wake up, have a good breakfast, go to school all day, and then either go home or go to Starbucks, and then go watch the JV game, and then do my hair and maybe make a TikTok before the game starts.
That's much more exciting than those North Mahaska guys. They just hang out, chill, that sort of thing. Well, you don't do that at all. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get back to that breakfast thing. You said you have a good breakfast. We don't talk about nutrition very much on this show. I've brought it up before, but what is a good breakfast for you?
Usually I make like a breakfast sandwich in the morning.
Nice. Very good. All right. Now we're back to you.
I normally just wake up, go to school, Starbucks or go home, watch JV. It's kind of all the same. It's like we all do the same thing.
Where's the nearest Starbucks in Eddyville, Blakesburg, or Fremont?
Yeah, we
Atumwa.
actually go to the Hy-Vee in Atumwa.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm the odd duck out. I'm homeschooled, so I actually don't have to go to the school building. But same thing, go to school, then I come, watch JV, play Just Dance sometimes in the locker room. That's about it.
Oh, my 9-year-old daughter just got that game too, so it's been fun watching it. So who's the best Just Dancer?
Ooh.
Can you show us some moves? All right. Well, okay, save it until the end of the program, and then we'll have you throw that back around. Okay, so like I say, last year you guys made it to Wells Fargo. Can you guys tell me about that experience? Because I'm assuming all of you were together on that, right? Because this is a veteran crew. Tell us how that experience was going to Des Moines and playing in such a big tournament.
I mean, it was our second year back, so the environment's really cool, and it's cool to do it with these guys again, and hopefully go back and do it again.
I mean, yeah, kind of what she said, just the environment's really cool, and just playing really competitive teams and in that environment with all the pink around the arena is just really cool.
It's a really fun experience, and you get to play good teams and even watch really good games. I think that's always fun too when we go up early and just kind of hang out and watch the other games and just kind of get to experience that as an entire team.
Yeah, I always think it's super cool to watch some of the bigger schools play because the physicality is up just a whole nother level. And just playing in games, the physicality is always higher. So just the intensity of the games, and it's so exciting to watch and be a part of.
I mean, you really just can't beat the experience, and it's really just such a bonding experience as the team that we always just come back closer.
So as a group, you guys seem really tight, and Coach gets you guys laughing too. Tell us about Coach. Tell us about how he takes care of you guys.
And remember, I control some things.
For those of you that couldn't hear, he ensures that he does control things. So I'm sure these girls are going to step out of line. I can't wait.
I mean, he's a good coach, and he's always there supporting us and telling us what to do to get better every day. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think our coaches are really great. They make us work really hard. I mean, they never fail to make me laugh too. So.
Yeah, practices are always fun with our coaches, and the games are always fun. Sometimes they'll say some things very out of pocket, but we have some quotes written down. But it's just really fun, and it's a great team.
Yeah, I would say our coaches they're super fun to be around, and they make practices fun, but they're also super blunt, and they kind of say what they're thinking in the moment, and if we need to hear it, I mean, they tell us, so.
We currently have a quote on our whiteboard that Haywood said. He asked the girls what color shirt we were wearing on the day of a game, and he said, then throw it to that color shirt, and it is now currently on our whiteboard in the locker room.
I didn't even have to ask for one of these quotes. I thought we were going to make it all the way around, and you were going to lead me into the next question, but you hit me with it out of the gate. So I really appreciate that. Well done to you. Yeah. So I take it that turnovers might be a bit of a problem, eh, Coach?
That actually was turnovers can be with these. That actually was directed toward the JV.
That's totally understandable, but that's a great segue because I was going to ask this question. We have a veteran group here with us, what are the younger players that you guys see coming up through the program that are going to have impact moving forward?
Our younger kids, our JV, which is predominantly sophomores, they've improved so much, and it's going against these guys every day. Obviously, it's a big part of that. But, I'm going to forget somebody. We got Tegan Harder, Lainey Birch, Emily Kirby. I'm going to forget, so I didn't want to get started. But anyhow, they work so hard, and they are noticeably better, but they make these guys better, and they all get along. That's probably the best quality of this group and the younger group is how well they blend and get along. And one thing about these guys, while we're talking about the young kids, what has helped them, when your best players are your hardest workers and your most unselfish players, that makes it easy for the younger ones to learn and be led. That just helps. But our young kids are going to be good. They're going to be fine. And to these guys' credit, too.
All right, so I'm going to do a little segment here where I'm going to ask each girl a question, and you tell me what player corresponds to this description. Okay. So the first one is most competitive.
Molly.
For sure.
For sure, Molly.
Most competitive. All right. Second question. Who is the quietest person on the team?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I'm pretty good friends with all of them, so I don't think any of them are that quiet, but I'll go on the JV team. I think Lainey Birch is quiet.
All right. And conversely to quietest, who's the loudest person on the team?
Lainey Batterson, she's pretty out there. She's a big personality.
Yeah. Okay. And so not just loudest, but I'm going to say who's like the funniest, craziest person on the team?
I wouldn't say crazy, but I would just say like a unique personality. I would say Chloe, just because she knows so many random facts and weird things that you would expect no one to know.
All right. And I'm running out of them now. Steve, help me with this. What do you got? Yeah, I'll put you on the spot. All right. Here's one. Who's the most inappropriate?
Oh, I don't think we really have. Yeah, that person graduated last year.
Can you say a name? Give me a name.
From last
She'll
year?
pass anytime, yeah.
Elia Wagaman.
Okay, I would love to ask more questions, but for the sake of Steve's license, we'll probably leave that one alone.
Facebook, it's wide open. It's the Wild West.
All right. Do you guys have any hidden talents that you can share with us? So I was talking about the North Mahaska girls. One of their volleyball pregame rituals was Cotton Eye Joe, and evidently they all did the dance to it. Almost had them to do the dance on that program. They did come back as the dance team, coincidentally, and I did get them to dance. I've had the Sigourney Bowlers singing Adele, Rolling in the Deep. You get it? The bowling, rolling. So I got that. So I've got to ask you guys, do you guys have something you can share with Steve Shetler Land?
Oh, gosh.
And immediately they're like,
oh,
no.
man. Oh, gosh.
Chloe's got something.
Yeah. I'm known as like the human Google, so I guess that's kind of a weird talent.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a question. So I was just out in Washington, D.C., and I'm trying to think of something historic. Let's see here.
Well, I'll just go this way.
Yeah.
The first anatomy charts were actually of apes and not humans. And that's what I learned yesterday. So there's your fun fact.
And you're homeschooled, right?
Yes. Yes, she is.
So I'm guessing you'll be valedictorian, maybe?
I guess so. I have a homeschool group. So,
Okay. So there is competition?
There's competition.
Okay.
There's like 15 of us.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
A little less, but.
Okay, fair enough. Human Google. All right, you never know what you're going to find in these rings, in these circles with these young athletes. But I'm having a ball. Steve, do you have any questions for these ladies before I check my phone for Aaron Asks?
I was going to say, of course, we did the EBF North Mahaska game. When was that? Monday. Your thoughts coming out of that game? I mean, we were there doing the live video. Great atmosphere. Both sides of the gym were full of people. Just your general thoughts coming out of that game.
I thought we played really well. They're a good team. number 2 in the state when we played them. So, I mean, we handled it really well. It was close, but I think we did what we needed to do.
I mean, yeah, coming into the game, we knew it was going to be a close game, and they're physical, and it was always tough to play at North Mahaska. So really excited and proud of how we played in that game.
Yeah, I think we played really well, and we kept our composure, I think, the whole game. None of us were really stressed or nervous the whole time when it was close, so I think that was a good thing, too. We didn't freak out at all.
Like Molly said, that's kind of how we anticipated the game going, was being super close, a high-intensity environment. So I'm just super proud of our team for how we handled it and how we responded to certain situations.
I don't think there's much to add to that.
It was, from just a person watching the game, Brecken Schilling, our friend Brecken from North Mahaska, she got in some foul trouble, so that kind of hindered her the whole game. It would have been fun to see her without all those fouls, how the second half or whatever would have gone. But yeah, she was kind of saddled with a lot of fouls throughout that game. But yeah, it was a fun game, great atmosphere. If I had a fourth team I could have followed this year, I would have picked up some more EBF games, but maybe that'll be in the cards for next season. But no, I don't. That's about all I got, Andy.
All right, I do have breaking Aaron Ask questions,
Okay.
so if you want to fire up the jingle,
let
I don't want to put you on the spot.
Yeah, let me grab the Aaron Ask. Here we go.
Aaron Asks.
There is the official jingle for Aaron Asks. Andy, what is Aaron asking
All
this
right,
morning?
Aaron's question is: if you girls weren't playing basketball this winter, what would you be doing instead?
Probably nothing.
Drinking Starbucks and eating these cake
Just eating
pops.
K-pop.
K-pop, yeah.
Oh, gosh. Definitely not wrestling. I would not be a good wrestler. Probably just playing more volleyball in the off season.
I don't really know. Probably just chilling at home. Maybe putting a little bit more effort into school. I don't know.
Probably volleyball, maybe baking, watching some Netflix shows. That'd be good.
We have a baker. We can't move on. What are we baking?
Someone asked me this in an interview earlier, and I said I can bake anything. So I'm going to stick with that.
I'll challenge you to that. Prove it to me.
All righty.
Next time we have him on.
Yeah.
We'll bring some.
Yes, we want some treats.
That's right. Absolutely.
I would probably just pick up another subject. I always love learning.
Says a self-described human Google. Another subject. Getting back to that, what was it? Gorilla anatomy?
Ape anatomy.
Ape anatomy.
Yeah, I won't go deeper into that.
Interesting. Yeah.
How about, since you're all seniors, what are your, the school year, obviously we're on the back half of the school year. You guys are going to be graduating. What are your post-high school aspirations? I know some of you are going to be playing some sports. What are you guys doing after school?
I actually just committed to go play at Simpson after school, so gonna play basketball there.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to UNI and playing volleyball and studying exercise science.
I don't really know what college I'm going to yet, but I'm going to go for radiation sciences and for like ultrasound stuff.
I'm also going to UNI for volleyball and studying exercise science.
Liberty University for pre-med.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
You've got a future in jingles.
That's all I got, Andy. You got any?
I was going to ask Coach the same question. If you weren't coaching basketball, what would you be doing, Coach?
Oh, wow. It's been so long. Probably watching basketball. I don't know. That'd be about it. I just want to add one thing before we're done. What you've seen here today is probably the greatest strength of this group. It's how well they get along, their camaraderie, their friendship. That's probably their best trait, is who they are away from basketball.
Yeah. I've had a ball interviewing them. You girls are a lot of fun, so stay on that Starbucks, I assume. Or if you don't want to go to Ottumwa, you can swing up to Sigourney and get some barn wired, because it's actually higher quality. And you're supporting a local business, so I've gotten 2 plugs in for barn wired, Steve. I'm going to get a bonus.
Nice. All right, well, let's get a picture of everybody. In 3, 2, I'm just taking a bunch. All right. EBF. And, we had the EBF wrestling teams in here, just 2 weeks ago, maybe?
Right, 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah,
it was.
Well, I'm going to continue the conversation here. We're not done yet. So I asked the EBF girls wrestling team. It seems like the girls sports teams in Eddyville are doing really good. Is there something, as I put it to them, is there something in the water at Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont that has the girls athletic teams doing so well, or is it?
I know the answer. I know the answer.
Yes.
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Sorry, didn't intervene. Go ahead, girls.
Anybody can answer. Everybody can answer. Whoever. What makes EBF girls athletics so successful here recently?
I think all of us are just like really competitive and we like to win, and I think that's really part of it. It's just that we just work really hard and we have a really good work ethic, and the wrestlers do too. Like I went and watched a wrestling meet, and they all are just they're like locked in, and they just give 110% all the time, and I think that really is what it is.
All right.
I think Coach hit it too, camaraderie. Like I said earlier, we've been having a ball chatting with all the athletes on Steve Shetler Media, but I don't care if it's EBF, North Mahaska, Sigourney, Kyoto, whoever it is, Pekin. Wonderful kids, wonderful coaches. We're blessed to have such good quality here in Southeast Iowa. So,
yeah, for sure. All right, well, EBF girls basketball, #1 ranked in the state in your class. Best of luck for the rest of the season, and heading into the postseason. We'll be anxious to see what you guys do. So, best of luck. Thanks for coming all the way to Sigourney this morning on your Saturday morning. Okay, that'll do it for our sports section. Again, we're live from Barnwired. We're here every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. talking to area coaches and athletes, and we'll have a bunch more next week. So tune in then. That's our sports section live from Barnwired in Sigourney.